Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig and I'm joined by the ever-present, always awesome Thomas Maloney. Middle name Gerard, right?
Yeah, Thomas, yes, when feels in a bad mood with me.
Great name. And we're back with I've asked Tom to join me for a very particular reason. So this is a review show special where I take a deep dive into a particular product, a particular company, and talk all about it. And I've got you involved in this because although you've not performed this, you know this trick inside out, back to front and left way, sideways. We are, of course, talking about Francis The Uneducated Duck, which has been presented by Magicbox and Thomas More. And the reason you're involved in this is because this is a trick that Thea bought with her own money. She saved up for this. She really wanted to put it in her show, so she saved up for it. And you've been going to shows with Thea, where she's done this quite a few times. In fact, she was at the House of Secrets for a week, and she did the House of Secrets run doing Francis the Uneducated Duck. However, she's called her duck Quack, the mind-reading duck, which is fine. But you've used this prop. You've not actually performed with it.
I've not actually performed it, but
You've helped her put the act together.
Yeah, exactly.
The scared assistant. So I wanted your input because I've not really done anything with it. Now, let me just get a few things out of the way first of all. So first of all, this is a joint release by Magicbox and Thomas More. If you don't know Thomas More, his company is called We Add Wow, and he is an illusion builder and designer. We have many illusions in the warehouse that are created by Thomas More, including trigonometry, paradox. The list goes on and on. There's more. There's quite a few. Dry phone. So Thomas More is amazing. He's built the duck, and he got involved because Magicbox asked him to be involved. There is a history. So when you buy the trick, there's a tutorial from Magicbox, from Graham Shaw. If you don't know Graham Shaw, he's the owner of Magicbox. He's also, a few years ago, he was the Family Entertainer of the Year at the Blackpool Magic Convention, an incredible performer, and really kind of goes for family audience style shows where he's doing, he's got lots of fancy stuff, like he's got a Rocket Raccoon that's like all over the place, like animatronic and so on and so forth. So this is kind of right in his wheelhouse. So having him present this is great. You see a live performance, they go into the history and crediting, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember the person's name, but somebody went to Magicbox with this idea. Magicbox loved it and then went to Thomas More to get everything put together. It's not a cheap trick.
No.
It's just under £1,000, which is a lot for a trick for a show. However, if you're wanting to level up your show, your family show, this is a beautiful piece. I know Shane Joseph.
Yeah, he snapped one up straight away.
He does this. He bought this at Triple C. Chris Congreve's convention. The tutorial itself, they go through what you get in the box. They go through changing the batteries. It's electronic, spoiler. It goes through handling the duck and so on and so forth. Of course, you get 2 remote controls with it. We'll talk about that. There's a lot to talk about. But first of all, it's not cheap. If you are wanting a prop, like Dippy Duck has been around for years. You have a Dippy Duck.
I have a Smoky Mountain Dippy Duck, which I got literally at the same time as we started finding out about this Dippy Duck, and there's no way my wife's going to let me buy a new Dippy Duck.
Well, I wouldn't have bought a Dippy Duck, but Thea saved her gig money, and she's like, she loves, how can I describe Thea's character on stage? It's like having a party. And Thea's really focusing on splitting up with Ryland and having her own solo show. She wants to jettison that kid. He's holding her back. So, am I joking?
No.
That's what she thinks. He's holding her back. So she's been focusing on putting her own show together. And just so you know, how many gigs does Thea do? She performs a lot.
I couldn't tell you how many.
Every weekend she's doing multiple kids shows.
I can't even remember the last time I went and did a kids show on my own.
Yeah. She's doing deluxe shows, she's doing illusion shows, she's just look at last week, she did it every night at the House of Secrets. Then on the Sunday, when she didn't have a House of Secrets, she went off and did an illusion show with you and Ryland. Like, she performs a lot. So she knew that this was something
She's so hungry for it, isn't she? She's so hungry.
She knew that she wanted this duck in her show. And before we go any further, I've got footage of Thea performing this at mine and Sarah's birthday. So on the Saturday, I had a birthday party. Thank you, Russ Brown. You are amazing. at the House of Secrets. Lots of people came. Thank you to everyone that did come, by the way. And Thea and Ryland decided to put a show together. And because it was Sarah's actual birthday, they wanted to put a show together of all of her mom's favourite tricks, all of the mom's favourite tricks. So they did the multiplying bottles, all the stuff that Sarah likes. And she put in the duck, and this is a performance in the duck in that show. The reason I tell you this is because she's wearing a dress. It's not what she normally dresses in when she does a show, but she's wearing a dress because that's what she was dressed in for the party. And
great party.
Yeah, great party. So let's have a look at Thea doing Quack the Duck at this party, and then we'll talk about everything you need to know.
You want to see something cool? Yeah. Well, I've got a mind-reading duck. Would you all like to see him? Yeah. I said, would you all like to see him? Yes. Dad, bring on Quack.
Here he is.
Give me another Quack.
Quack the Duck, everyone. There you go.
Now, Quack loves two things. He loves mind-reading and he loves Lego. So here I have some Lego cars. And you can pick any one, like Palace, Elephant, Donut Shop, Ninja, even Unicorn, anyone. So Mum, because it's your birthday, please can you touch any car? This one? You sure you want this one? Yeah. Okay. It's ambulance. Do you all remember that? Yeah. Okay. It's going to go in the middle of the deck. But don't worry, I'm not going to be finding the card. Quack is going to be finding your card. Now I'm just going to put these in here so Quack can reach them. Quack, are you ready? That's a yes. Now what's the name of the card, Quack? Quack is going to find Quack, not yes. Quack is going to find Quack, stop it, not yes. I'm going to say Quack is going to find Quack. Stop it, not yet. I'll tell you what, we'll count you in when we're ready. Quack, stop it, not yet. I'm going to say Quack is going to find your card on the count of 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. You've got this, Quack? Too many, Quack. Stop. Right, that wasn't the card. No. Look, Quack, you're supposed to pick one of these. Have a look, okay? Pick one of them. Right. I'll tell you can do this, Quack. I'll tell you what. Let's get the audience to chant. Quack.
So, first thing that you should know is Thea did that with a Mind Blocks deck.
Yes.
She made that decision because even though she does card tricks,
Yeah.
as a kid on stage, it makes more sense for her to do tricks with Lego than it does tricks with playing cards.
Yeah.
And because it's a Mind Blocks deck, there's 26 ambulances. It makes it a hell of a lot easier. She doesn't have to worry about anything. She can focus on presentation because the deck does itself. So you can use any deck of cards in there. If you want to, have the mind-reading duck get in touch with your feelings, you could use an evoke deck, for example. Can you imagine that? My duck is an empath and can get in touch with people's feelings. Pick an emotion. but Thea uses a Mind Blocks deck. It could be a regular deck of cards. So talk me through the 2 remote controls. There's one that we don't use, right?
Yeah, so you get 2 remote controls. The first remote control, the first one, the black remote control, that is goes with your thumb. So as you go push up with it, it goes down and out. So you can control it more precise.
Yep.
But then you also get another remote control which is built into a deck of cards, like
we don't use the first one because there's more we want to do with the duck than just go up and down.
And so the second remote control is basically it looks like your tech deck.
It looks like a solid deck of cards. So you can put, but at one end you've got 4 switches.
Yeah.
So you can use the whole concept behind this is you can have someone pick a card, put the cards back in the card box.
Yeah.
You can be holding the deck of cards, but in reality, you're actually controlling the duck.
Yeah.
Which is a really smart thing because it's logically something that you would have in your hand. When Thea is doing a show and there's someone there, and let's be honest, she's 11, there's always someone there. It makes sense that we do the remote control for her. She's done it in the past.
She's done it a few times.
She's done it quite a lot when she's holding the remote control.
She likes to take control.
She likes to do it, hell yes. However, I do try to steer her towards, and that's advice in general. If you've got somebody there with you, use them. Like have them do the remote control for you, because however well the remote control is covered in a deck of cards, it's never going to be as clean as if your hands are completely empty. But the remote control, I think we need to talk about the second one more because it's got 4 buttons. So the first button,
you standard.
It just does the thing, right?
Yeah. Then there's another button where it kind of goes as if it's going to bite you.
So no, the second button is where it goes to go and then it comes back.
Yeah, it's like a little action.
So like Tom said, it could be you put your finger out. Oh, don't bite my finger. You saw Thea using it, and she was using it for like a look nose thing. Not yet, quack. Not yet, quack. Not yet, quack. You can use it for that thing where you're telling the duck off. That's absolutely fine. The third one is called Chaos Mode, right?
Yeah, that's Chaos Mode is it goes 5 times in a row.
4, I think.
Is it 4?
4 times.
4 times in a row.
As if the duck's having a complete and total mental breakdown.
And that's also the mode where...
We'll talk about that in a minute with box set. So the third one is Chaos Mode. And the fourth one, the duck comes down and grabs the thing, waits for a beat, and then comes up. Because that's built into the sound. So we don't use that.
No.
But you can record a piece of audio, and the fourth button will have him grab the card and then play the audio. And you can play the audio wherever you wanted to. So you could play yourself going, quack! And then play the audio, quack! Great idea, but we
like to get the audience to quack.
That moment where Thea gets everyone to quack. The other thing is, when you saw Thea do this, it was originally a bit more chaotic, wasn't it? But it was at kids' parties, you can get away with that chaos. But Thea actually performs more for family audiences than that she does kid shows. So that chaos was kind of a bit too much. There was a little bit too much waffle. So we cut it back a lot. So it's kind of more of a streamlined piece. So I think that routine that you just saw ran for about 4 minutes. That keeps it nice and tight, which works with what Thea does. You can obviously extend it. I know that you and Thea have gone and done this at kid shows.
Yeah, when we originally did it, we jazzed it a bit, and I kind of started doing the look no see until we started feeling diminishing returns, and then just kept jazzing it a bit, because, if you've got the kids going crazy, keep them going crazy. But more of a family event, you're going to lose a bit of the audience with that. So.
The other thing is Thea does a lot of holiday parks, a lot of big stages. And the audio wouldn't come out as well on a big stage as it would do. In a kid's party, if you wanted to control audio, you could even customize it. So you could have the duck go, "Happy birthday, Tom," or something. I don't know. Terrible idea. But the point is, the audio is very easy to adapt, and the fourth button will grab the card. And the other thing is, one thing we've noticed is when you put the cards in horizontally, it won't grab the card and hold on to it. It'll throw them away all over the place, which you saw in the routine with Thea, which I actually think is really good, because it's kind of like failing over and over again. But then when you hold them vertically, you go. So what Thea does is, when she wants it to actually grab the card and stick, she's like, no, pick one. Try to get the right one, and she puts it back in vertically, because it looked weird taking it out and putting it back in. But by having a reason to take the deck out, that's absolutely fine. You also get a crate. Now, Thea does not use the crate unless it's a kid's show. So that show that you saw at our party, it was all adults. I think there was only 1 or 2 kids. So she didn't do it that way. She wasn't doing it that way during the whole House of Secrets run or holiday parks or whatever. If it's a kid's show, you have a crate. Do you want to talk to me about the crate?
So if we have a kids show, we have the crate, and we have it on display somewhere on stage where we can put it.
And don't you guys talk about how there's an evil animal in there?
Yeah, there's something really dangerous in here, but I've got to stay away from it, and every now and again it'll rock and shake, because by pressing the chaos mode while it's in the crate does this. So it's just having this little callback, like, what is that? What is that? And then eventually Thea will say, "Okay, Tom, can you open the crate?" And I come up really scared, like we chuck the Jaws music on, doo-doo, and it's just this really big build up to a toy dog. which is just hilarious. And then we go into the routine that you've just seen. So that's kids' play because just it's there. It's a nice prop.
And it kind of makes things interesting. The kids are like, what's in the crate? What's in the crate? What's in the crate?
The first time we did the scaring us too much, and the kids were like, no, please don't open the crate. Don't open the crate. We're gonna get don't open the crate. And I was like, okay, we need to tone this down next time we do a kids' party because they don't want to look in the crate, which was funny. But but there's so much I think that the good negative about it is when we first got it, there's so much you can do with it. You just have to control yourself. Like we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, and then we've now stripped it all back to what you've just watched. But won't we? Because there's so much to do with it. You just want to do it all. And I think with this, it's like you need to know what you want out of it and not try and do everything.
Yeah,
like I said, we stripped the sound back. We stripped the performance back, the look, no, see, because it is very, very powerful. Because you've instantly got the kids on your side wanting to see what it does.
But because it's not pre-programmed, you have the ability to extend the look, no, see if you want to. So if you're doing it in a kids show, there's no reason why you can't do it more or whatever. And the other thing that we should note, by the way, is a lot of these electronic things fail. This has never failed. This works 100% of the time. But the other thing that we should mention as well, and we've tested it a lot, by the way, when I say it hasn't failed, Thea must have done it. Well, she did it 7 times in the House of Secrets. Yeah. She must have done it.
We were rehearsing it for a long time in the warehouse before we actually took it out on the road as well. So just because we always are cautious about electronics, because you don't want, we wanted to put it through its paces, and it was fine.
Perfectly fine. Yeah. But what's nice, one nice feature about it is you can switch the duck on at any point you want to, because the control is at the bottom of the thing. So the crate is not actually a real crate. It's kind of there for decoration. You wouldn't want to hold the thing and carry it like that. But as you pick this crate up, say you're moving it onto the table, your finger just naturally will go into the button and you can feel it and you'll press it and that will switch the duck on, right?
Also another thing that's great. Also, so you can bring it out, turn it on and turn it off. It's easy to turn it on and off. But also it's battery powered, and it's your.
So you're not having to charge it up.
Your little block battery and your AA batteries. You don't have to charge it up to have a bunch of them in your case, which I hate charging, and I think nowadays everything charges. So when you buy this, you're gonna have to replace the disposable batteries, but you've not got to think of the longevity of the problem.
Yeah, no.
It's not gonna. Not work.
Because it is a pain when you're having to charge stuff. Like we've got an actual charging station down in the warehouse because there's so much stuff, Ryland, that needs charging constantly.
And that's where Thomas More thinks about it, because he thinks actual performer. If you get on stage and it's died, it's like, change the battery. Do you know what I mean?
So I have 2 questions. I'm giving this 100%. I think that I said to Thea at because you were doing it with Thea and I'd never seen it because she was going out and performing with you. I'd never seen her do it in a show, and I came in and I saw it at the House of Secrets and I saw it over the course of the week. And I said at the end of the week, and Russ Brown said this as well, who literally knows everything about magic. Yeah. He said that could be a signature piece for you, Thea. Like that, she's put stories up on her Instagram of like pre-show pep talk with Quack and stuff. You could literally make this a feature.
Easy.
Like Thea's making it allows you to show your personality.
Yeah.
And it's one of those tricks that I think work for adults and it works for kids. It's a family show trick. It works for me. I would have no problem Thea going out and doing this in the corporate.
No, not
no problem at all.
Also, the second controller, which is disguised as a deck of playing cards, you can put that in we don't do it, but you can put in a deck of playing cards and not have to cut any holes. You can press the buttons through the tuck box. But we idiot proof it. But it just works, and it's a pretty dippy duck. It's slim. It doesn't look like there's any electronics there. No. If anything, a normal dippy looks more like there's electronics in there.
And ultimately you could turn around and you could say the only advantage of this over a normal dippy duck is the fact that you don't have to hold it. That is a massive difference, and I didn't appreciate how big that difference was until I started seeing it. Because she did used to do the old dippy duck, and she'd hold it and do the thing, and that's all fine, But I think that people know that's being controlled when you've got it on the table, and it's just that moment in her act where she goes, "Are you ready? Are you ready, Quack?" That's a yes.
I've stolen
Which
that.
was her line. She came up with that line, and the pause makes it. It's like Colin helped her with the pause. Actually, it's like, okay, are you ready, Quack? That's a yes. Again, and then she walks forward, and the duck grabs a card and throws it down.
Yeah.
It's just that it's so much better than a normal dippy duck.
Also, what I've recommended to you is get you can fully customize it to any show. So we tried a unicorn party, and luckily the Magicbox comes with a unicorn card. So you just customize, go, okay, so Dippy Duck loves
Unicorns.
pirates. Look, watch this, it's really good at finding. Look, unicorn, and we'll put it in, mix it up, control it, whatever. Bang, 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 it finds the unicorn. And my advice is, we go to Alakazam, just get a deck of cards made up of all different characters. So when you go to a party, that Dippy Duck can then find whatever theme of that party is. So if it's Harry Potter, if it's this, if it's whatever, customized to any party.
Absolutely.
So
I completely agree.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do with my normal Dippy Duck.
With your normal dippy duck, don't worry. Maybe one day you'll get a Francis the Uneducated Duck. You can get these directly from Thomas More.
Yes.
You can get them directly from Magicbox.
Yep.
I have to say they've hit it out the park. It's not cheap. It's not for everybody. Not everyone will do it. Thea saved up all of her gig money to get this.
If you think about it, do you buy a chalkboard that writes itself, or do you buy a duck that finds its card?
You can. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You can either be a mentalist or you can be entertaining.
Yeah.
Pick what? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You say it's expensive, but you're getting something that's not built overseas. Something that where you can. There's the guy that builds it is building them in England, in Leicester.
Yep.
Leicester. Loughborough. Yeah, you can give him a call if they've got any issues. He'll repair it. All of this, or you can buy a chalkboard that's going to fail on you, and everybody knows how it works.
Oh, that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
Thanks, Ospreyman.
Oh, come on, that's a bit harsh. I'm not going to touch that. However,
I'm just saying the price comparison.
Look, let me just deal with one lawsuit at a time. Okay, let me get that one out of the way, and then we'll piss off somebody else.
Yeah.
But for now, Francis the Uneducated Duck, it's amazing, 100% for me.
Yeah, 100. Well, I'd probably have to say 75 because Fear's never going to let me use it. But if I was allowed to use it, it'd be 100%.
There you go. So there you go. Yeah. I mean, he's not changing his Smoky Mountain duck, but that's... You've already got a duck. You already have a duck.
I've got a duck, I've got a goose. Well, so I've just got so much fucking
poultry. You need to rebrand yourself to the poultry magician. There you go. Go get it from Magicbox. Go get it from Thomas More. Either way.
No, it would be 100%. It is 100%. If I owned one, I'd use it. Yeah, I'd use it all the time.
Yeah, it is so much better than normal Dippy Duck. Outside of that, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen the Q&A, please do so. I'll be back on Monday with another video. And I'm going to get you to come in, by the way, and do another review show special on the Drink Act.
Yes.
Of course, people have been asking me for this, and I know that you've gone out and performed that.
Yeah.
So I'll get you to come in and do that as well. But outside of that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. My name's Craig. This is Tom. You've been watching Magic TV.